Hey everybody, Dana Gray here. I am coming to you from my car today because it was just one of those busy days. But this is What's Up Wednesday, and I wanted to give you a brief update about what's going on this week since we chatted last week. So I get a lot of questions on a pretty regular basis just about real estate in general, and I figured since this week really wasn't that different from last week, I wanted to just go over some of those common questions and see if anybody might be helped by... Hi, John. So here we go. One common question that I get asked all the time is, as a seller, what can I do to set my house apart from other homes that are on the market? We do have a little bit more inventory right now, so that is one of the major things that sellers are concerned with, and I have a couple tips for you. One of the things is staging your house. If your house has the ability, if it's vacant or if you're even partially moved out, if you can stage the house, that really helps. People don't have a lot of vision and creativity. A lot of times it means the world of difference for somebody to come in and just see how the house looks and would be staged, and how they can envision their own stuff being there. Hey, John. Another thing is, a trend is a pop of color. So if you have a house and you're trying to set it apart, curb appeal and a pop of color on the front door really looks nice. You'll see a lot of trends if you're looking at houses online. A lot of the homes that are a little more downtown, midtown, a lot of them are going towards that trend. The higher end luxury homes don't do it as much, but if you're in the mod market, they're definitely picking up on that as well. If you can match with some auto rock chairs or maybe some pops of color from the flowers, that really helps too. Let's see, another one is, virtual staging. I wanted to talk about the virtual staging. So jump back to that real quick. If you are able to stage, and or if you're not able to stage because it costs quite a bit, you can always do your regular photos of the home plus the virtual staging, which is sometimes a third of the cost. It's really cool. It's a new technology. You can do it for a one-time thing as an agent, or even as a seller. You can, I don't know if you would be interested in doing it yourself, probably just having your agent take care of it, but it is an option. So there's some really fun new trends there too. Another question is, what's inventory like? That's always a popular one. Inventory right now is about 1.9 to 2 point, which is about 1.9 months or 2 months. And that's probably going to start going downward in the next 3-4 weeks. The inventory that we have now typically starts tapering off, and then we'll get into the holidays, which, you know, not many of us want to move in during the holidays. So we get buyers that stop wanting to buy and sellers that stop wanting to sell. So that's an update on that. And and along with that, I want to make sure I mention this. We'll see it start to slow down, but if the inventory slows down too much, we'll actually see the prices stabilize, possibly even increase. Inventory does a lot to tell us what the prices will do. It's always supply and demand, so that's a classic. Let's see. The other one, do I need to sell before I buy? Not always. If you're a seller and you're thinking you really want to sell your house, but first you want to find something that you really like, yeah, you can do that, but you're going to really hurt yourself with what you can purchase. So if you have a house that you have your eye on and it's a really in-demand home and you're not the only one looking at it, then your offer is not going to be as attractive as somebody else that is not contingent, meaning you have to sell your house in order to purchase. So yes, it is possible, but we see those winning most of the time, the contingent offers winning, when the seller does have the time to wait. They don't have as many offers and they're not as attractive to the everyday buyer. So if you're looking for a deal, that might work. If you're looking for something beautiful and move-in ready, then maybe that's not the right choice for you. Let's see. Final question I have right now. This is a very popular one. Why are homes sitting a little bit longer? So it's a mixed answer. And again, I'm talking about the greater all of Sacramento area. Houses are sitting a little longer for a couple things. Right now, there's a lot more choices. We did have a little bit more flood to the market, so the more choices you have, the longer that you are typically going to sit. And the buyers are being a lot more picky. Right now, interest rates are somewhere around 5%, depending on your income and your credit scores and debt-to-income ratio, that sort of thing. But people are just being a lot more picky because their money, they're paying more for that money. So we're also seeing a new trend where people are looking all over Sacramento. So if you are, say, for example, a $500,000 buyer, maybe you're not just set on 95864. Maybe you've opened up due to your very particular taste. You're opening that up to, say, Fair Oaks and Carmichael, downtown, midtown, maybe even Folsom and Roseville, Rockland area. So we're seeing a lot of people that are taking their time as buyers, and they're not being so quick to make their choices on what to purchase. So that's one of the reasons. I had written down here something else here. Oh, no, I hit all my points. There's a lot going on in the market right now. People are really concerned with where things are going for next year. There's a lot of indication that next year will not be as good as this year. I wish I had a crystal ball. I really don't know. No one really does, but we do have indicators to say that we're going to level off, like I touched on last week, and this is going to be the new norm. Things are going to sit a little bit longer. Things are going to go for a more regular increase of price, where before we saw somewhere around 20% year-to-year increase. Now we're going to go to a standard sort of 5% increase on a year-to-year basis. So that will feel like a decrease, but it's not. It's just a market correction, and we're going to our normal sort of increase. So I hope that was helpful. Today was a great day. Got a buyer into contract and sent a couple more contracts out for other buyers. Got a couple calls on my listings. I did have a price decrease. I have an adorable house on Continental Way in Carmichael, really close to Fair Oaks. We just lowered the price to $330. Brand new bathrooms, brand new, really nicely done layout, replastered pool. If any of you want to see it, or if you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to schedule an appointment to show it to you. Also have an adorable house in Tahoe Park. Would love to show that to you if you're interested at all. That has a huge 2-car garage and a .20 lot. So if you have any questions on any of those, or if I could help you with any other real estate questions, please let me know. Always here. Love to hear from you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.